Okay, well, so in your project write-ups at times you'll want to maybe show some spreadsheet information, either data or things like the descriptive statistics that we have here, or both in this case. And um, I've gone ahead and I've added trial 1, trial 2, trial 3, trial 4, trial 5 there for this. Um, what I want to do is be able to include this into a project as far as a write-up. Well, there are a few different ways to do it. I would go with the easiest, I think, and what will probably look the best most of the time is if this is how much you want to put in there, then highlight it. That's what you want to put in. Highlight it. Do a copy. So just to show you I'm doing a copy, I'll do a right click and say copy. And then go to your, say, Word document or something like that, and suppose this is where you want to put it. You know, you might do something like you know, a table. Table 1, 9, like 9, or let's see, what is it? 5 trials of 9 observations. So there I've put my table in, and now I do a paste, and there it is. And I can resize it if needed, so it looks a little big right now. You know, I could always bring it in a little bit, like that, and that's easy enough, and it looks good. And for instance, this I could always somewhere up here center this to make that look better. And there you go. I've included the trials. I think that's the best way. That looks good. I can read it and so forth. Okay, another way you can do it. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. I'll keep my title there. So suppose you're here. Now another thing you can do on Windows machines, I'm not sure on Macs how you do it, but I believe it's possible. There, if you look around, you'll see a control key, which is a CTRL, and you'll also see a print screen key, which is PRTSC. The control key tends to be in the bottom left of your keypad. The print screen is usually in the top row of keys, and it's over toward the 9 and 0 and all that of the numbers. So, but it's above those. Now, if you hold down the control key and hit print screen, notice my screen actually seemed to do something. And what it just did was it took a copy, basically took a picture of this screen. And so then if I go here and now I do a paste, there it is. There's that whole screen. Now the problem with this, just as I have it here, this looks like crap. Okay, so if you're going to use a method like this, you need to do something with it. I mean, you know, this would be bad. Now, so one thing you can do is if you, okay, so I'm getting rid of that. You know, if you want to go with real simple, well, one thing you can do is down here in the bottom right, I can zoom in on this. And now by zooming in on this, if I do that same thing, control print screen, and then I go back to this thing and I paste, well, that looks better. Okay, it's not great, but at least I can read it. And again, I could resize it a little bit because it looks a little large there. But I can read that, right? You know, that reads very well, and I can see where it came from. Now, you know, beyond that, I don't know, you know, this is not the kind of stuff I usually do as far as within the program like this. I usually do all my work in other programs and then add it. But, you know, you should be able to crop this down. In other words, get rid of stuff you don't want. And what's this? That says cut. That's not what I want. Find and replace. I don't know. You know, but I'm guessing there is a crop somewhere on this. And what a crop allows you to do is you can highlight part of this and get rid of the stuff you don't want. So I don't see anything there. You know, like I say, this is not something I do, but this is what I would do. Now, you know, why am I wasting your time on a video, you know, looking around like, I don't know what to go. Well, because that's what you need to do, okay? You need to look around and figure stuff out. And so, you know, I see tools. And I don't know, word count, autocorrect, line numbering, footnotes, mail merge, yeah. You know, I don't see anything within there. Form, I don't know. You know, insert, nah, probably not. View, you know, I don't see anything right off. So, you know, if I'm lazy, I could just stop there and go, he probably won't grade me down too far on this. But, you know, there is the internet, and so you can do things like go to the internet and do a Google search and you know, something like crop image in. Now, I'm not using Word, but since most of you are, I'm going to do crop image in Word and crop the margins of a picture. Sounds pretty good. Microsoft Office support Microsoft. This is support Microsoft. Maybe that'll work. I open that one up and crop a picture to trim away outer edges that are unnecessary. Wow, that looks like exactly what I want. Windows. Oh, look, Mac OS. So if you're running this on Mac, and see, they mention, you know, they say insert the picture. Well, that was the copy and paste, or the print screen and paste, and then they show that there's a crop key, and they show how to do it. So I'll leave it at that. That, you know, you could do something like that, and you know, that would be much preferable to the, whoops, that's your book. There we go. You know, this, at least I can read it, but you're being lazy if you don't go that extra step and clear that extra stuff out that you don't need. Okay, so you know, those are two ways. The easiest way was just to highlight and copy and paste. The next way would be to increase the size of the stuff you want to copy. You know, all this, and now I'm going to reduce the size again, but you can increase that size, do a print screen, control print screen, copy it that way, paste it, and then crop the picture once you have it in, say, Word. And you know, so that's a way to do it. And you know, I did this video because plenty of people over the semesters have seemed to not know how to copy and paste from one Office type of program to another Office type of program or app. Okay, so not real hard. You know, the easiest way, highlight what you want, do a copy and paste. A little bit more involved is to do the print screen, control print screen and paste it in that way, and then crop out what you don't need. So we'll call that good.